Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to a brand new video. Today we are going to be looking at the top 10 Roblox tower defense games. And we're going to start at the top, which is number 10. So let's get right into it. Coming in at number 10 is Base Tower Defense. It's a very tower battles-esque game with the basic building, the basic maps. The coding is pretty basic as well. And the party system. It's still a really fun game though, and deserves to be on this list in some capacity. At number 9, it is Noob Warfare, a newer one that not many people will have heard of. It's a really cool game. It's got the basic tower defense aspects that you need. It's also got things that build upon it as well. It's also the visuals are really cool. The aesthetic it goes through with all the noobs and all the UI and everything. I really like it. The UI could be a bit smaller in my opinion, but it is fine. It's got everything you need for a basic tower defense game to go really well. The maps are really well built. The towers are well balanced from what I found. The modes are really well balanced as well. So, why is it so high? Because it's new. There's not much to do with the game, and the way you buy towers is slightly strange. It's not the best one. It's also not the worst, but it's promising. It's got a really promising future with promising loads of updates. I'm really here for it. In at number 8 is Classic Pixel Gun Tower Defense. Now this game got renamed to Classic Pixel Gun Tower Defense recently, which means there might be a new Pixel Gun Tower Defense game going out soon, which would be very exciting for me, because I used to love this game. This game was really fun. The combination of using any tower you want with any gun, and then you just upgrade the attributes based on the tower. It's like there's the dealer who deals. I think he makes more money per shot or something. There's just the kill stealer, which just shoots fast and big range. And then there's other ones, obviously. And it's a really fun and unique concept that I don't think have ever been realised before. Ever been realised since. It's also a concept. It's also got the triple lane pass, which is from, I believe, it's Tower Defense 6, which has again never been realised since. Really, it's really sad to see the fall off of this game. I'll probably do an entire video on what the hell happened, because it's not getting updated anymore. There's no point to playing it. It's got about 5 players every single day or so. There's no hope of you getting into any sort of game apart solo. Number 7 is The Battle Bricks, a really unique game on the Roblox platform. I don't think it's ever been done before, because it's based off the mobile one, the Battle Cats, isn't it? Yeah, it's based off the Battle Cats, which is a very unique style of tower defense game, and I'm really am here for it. It's in beta currently. It's really fun. It's sending out your units like one by one, more of like a war-ish simulator than a tower defense game. It's a really cool game, and I couldn't leave it out on the list. It's also in beta, so there's a lot to come as well. And I'm really excited to see what will happen with the Battle Bricks and its future, because I've got a few towers I've been really enjoying it recently. Coming in at number 6 is an old juggernaut. It's Tower Battles. This game really has fallen off, hasn't it? It used to be the biggest one in around 2017 before Tower Defense Simulator came out, and it still is one of the pioneers of the game. I still really enjoy it. It's still got a really fun gameplay loop. But apart from that, the fact you can only play one survival mode is slightly detracting. They should really add more at some point. And the fact that, although it has also paved the way for all the tropes in other Tower Defense Simulator games like TDS, all the tropes being like the scout, your sniper, your soldier, anything in the game has been realised. They've also got like a patrol car, which is in every single tower defense game. A pioneer for its time, and its versus mode that even Tower Defense Simulator removed. Versus mode is still really fun with its Golden Commando and Golden Scouts as rewards for winning plethoras of games. It feels stupid. I mean, games you've got to win of tower battles to unlock those few towers. But yeah, that is Tower Battles in at the number 6 spot. Now at the halfway mark, it is TDS Legacy. This game is a spin-off of TDS and has done it to the utmost accuracy I have seen in any TDS spin-off game, especially of the 2019 and 2020 East eras. It's a really good looking game. It's really fun to play as well, I find. You're just running around with this old cartoony TDS charm that TDS used to have, the cartoony charm that they seem to have lost and gone for a more militaristic theme as of recent. It's sort of also constantly getting updates and stuff like that. It's a really cool game. And if you're a fan of TDS and you somehow haven't checked it out, I would if I were you, I would check it out. Just like all of these, I will be leaving a link to all of the games in the description below if you want to play them. You've never heard of them, or they sound cool. Coming in at the number 4 spot, it is Tower Blitz. One of my personal favourite tower defense games ever. I've sunk countless hours into this. I don't think I'm even going to... How many have I sunk into it? Let me check quickly. I think it's going to be more than 100. It's going to be a lot. It's a big game back in 2022, 2021. Yeah, no, 127 hours, and I've just about got everything. The grind feels just about right as well, like except for Recon Base and Light Beamer, they were just boring. Getting like mechanic and stuff where you have to do a different map every day, it's really, really cool. Getting elite and having to do, and the challenges system that it pioneered, the dual upgrade systems that it also pioneered, it's really, really good game. It used to be one of the standouts. It used to be like the best one on Roblox. It used to be what TDX, I think, now is slowly becoming. But no, it used to be a pioneer. And the fact that they're moving it over to a different game is slightly sad, I think, to see this one fall from grace so high and have no updates throughout the entire of 2023. I remember when they did that stream, I think it was last year, the stream where they showed the development for the overhaul updates in the PvP. But yeah, no, that is Tower Blitz. What a fall from grace. Like classic PGTD, I might do a video on that. Coming in at the number 3 spot, it is Tower Heroes. Now, admittedly, not really one that I've sunk the most time in. This could be switched with Tower Blitz. I think it probably should at some point. But the bronze medal is definitely deserved. It's really cool, really unique visual aspect. They've done collaborations with Doors. It's a really, really, really unique game with more bold characters, more cartoony kind of fantasy vibes instead of like the military vibes that every other tower defense game really gives off at this point. I think it's really good. Yeah, no, for the I think it's 10 hours I've sunk into the game. For the 10 hours, I've really enjoyed myself. It's not been like boring or anything. I just don't think there's a lot that captivates me past the normal tower defense, and it also feels a bit confusing for me. Very confusing for me. Anyway, in at number 2, it is TDX, one of the it is the newest tower defense game on this entire list, made by, it's just John Roblox's game at this point, isn't it? I do really enjoy it. It's probably the highest quality with the highest optimization out of anything on this list, maybe bar TDS. It's still lacking a lot of features though. It doesn't really. There's nothing that sets it apart from anything else. The dual upgrade pass has been done before. The boats and stuff can easily be done by any other developer. I don't want to put their work down, but you know. It also feels a bit too heavily monetized for my liking. Like 850 Robux for a 2x speed thing that you can only use in solo games feels a bit steep, and then an entire collaboration hidden behind a paywall also feels a bit ridiculous for me. Although I do have some good things to say about the game. It is a really fun game. I've spent about an entire day in it over the past 2 weeks playing the absolute living shit out of it. It's really fun. The grind does feel a bit too high. Like, I don't think it should. I think I've spent 24 hours in it now, and I'm just about level 40, which feels a bit too low. Like, I should be at least level 50 or 60, especially if the final tower unlock is at level 225. And also, yeah, no, that brings me on to my next point. The towers feel cool. They're cool. The laser gunner, the mine layer, some of them are really unique. I really like the warship, but I haven't used it yet. I've seen someone use it. I got the chance to see someone use it. I forgot to take any pictures of it though. It was really cool. It is a really cool game, and of course, it's one that I reckon will evolve with updates. And time to move on to our gold medalist now. I think you can all guess who it is at this point. Our gold medalist today is, of course, Tower Defense Simulator, woohoo! Of course, I think everyone knew this was going to win. I teased it to be like second in the thumbnail or something, but everyone knew this was going to win. My favourite tower defense game. I've spent countless hundreds of hours into it, and it's slightly sad. I don't think I can ever really remember a time where I thought TDS went stale. There's always been like a glimpse of an update, maybe Frost Invasion to Solar Eclipse, and that's probably the only time I felt it was stale. I wasn't really around in the Halloween 2019 update before someone says that. But yeah, no, it's one of the highest quality with, I think, the widest array of towers, and some of the highest replayability now that they've got quests and stuff. Gems is a lot easier to make now, because quests, again, that's a really cool update. And the seasonal events, some of my favourite things in any tower defense game, I think, are almost always perfected, unless it's the Christmas or the Halloween event of this and last year. Of course, you can't talk about TDS without talking about the monetization. Similar to TDX, I think it is also too heavily monetized. 4,000 Robux for an entire tower is, again, slightly ridiculous. It's like 40 quid or about $50. It feels stupidly heavily monetized, but it's still a really fun game, and there's a lot you can do without having to pay money, because it's all just, you can get the engineer normally, and unlike the TDX Tower Battle skins, which are really cool skins. I don't want to pay 100 Robux for each of them, and then 325 if I want to use the fucking EDJ one. But yeah, no, that is my list. If you did enjoy this video, then I thank you. It took all of about 25 minutes to make. I'm joking. But thank you so much for watching this video. I will see you in the next one. Goodbye, bye. Bye. And also, remember to subscribe if you haven't done that already. I know you haven't. The little button's just blown up. YouTube added that feature. That's a really cool feature. What's your opinions on that feature? Just leave everything in the comments below. Leave the opinions on this, the opinions on that, and the opinions on my list. If there's any games that you thought were missing, please do also leave them in the comment section below. And I will post a pinned comment with any future changes around. So if I think, I think Tower Blitz should be, number 3, and Tower Hero should be number 6, then I'll post a pinned comment and I'll update that constantly. Alright, bye-bye. Thank you. Subscribe.